There's a lot of bad insurance companies out there, and they didn't start off bad. A lot of them started with good intentions. Unfortunately, money played a factor, losing money played a factor, and the last 3 years has not been a benefit to a lot of companies. Today we're going to go over the top 5 worst insurance companies by claims. We're looking at companies that are ranked for 2 different things. We're looking at the home claims, the number of claims and the process and all of that and how well it was handled, and then we're looking at satisfaction. Because these companies are ranked completely different. You will be shocked on how well or how bad some of these companies do based on either satisfaction or the severity of the claim. Now, just so I can save myself from being bombarded with hatred, I use JD Power, which is a company that actually ranks companies. So they went through 5,300+ homes and got surveys on satisfaction, claims times, handling all of that data so we can show you guys exactly what is going on. The company that is the worst is a company called HomeSite. Drumroll, all together, the HomeSite product is ranked the least likely or least satisfied out of this survey that they've taken. Now, I did a limited Google search for HomeSite, and the company that shows, according to this Google search, that owns them is American Family Insurance. It's not Geico or Progressive like most people think. Those are like the most common because there used to be a product similar that Progressive had that sounds the same. Progressive ended up buying them. It's called ASI. American Strategic Insurance, I believe, is the name of it. So it's not what everybody thinks. HomeSite is its own company, but it's like a sub-company according to the search of American Family. If we take the ranking of 1,000 points, anything below 800 is really bad in this category. And in this scenario, it was 782 was the points that were given to the HomeSite product. The second worst for home insurance was Auto Club of California. Now, it's hard to say exactly. It's essentially AAA insurance, and they have different versions and different models, so each section of the state or country gets like south and north and all of that. But this one, obviously, because it's the California product, it's naturally going to have bad reviews. Most companies in California in general just haven't been doing good, so I'm going to throw that out, although AAA, from my experience, has been struggling a lot more so lately than they have in the last several years. And part of the reason I say that is I don't want to put AAA under the bus, even though I do think they have slacked and lost a lot of customers. They're still ranked 12th in this list for overall. So they're right in that middle section. It just depends on the cost, the pricing, and if you get the right agent. Right now, they're kind of more of a call center style, in my opinion. So the quality and the experience, to me, isn't necessarily there. That's one of the reasons most people go with an independent insurance agent. Actually, if you look at all of these companies in the top list, 1/3 of them are with independent agents. Your companies like Hartford and Nationwide and Progressive and Safeco, which is like a Liberty company. All of these companies are with agents that can shop once across the board. If you are looking for home or auto insurance, I'll put a link in the description below where you can connect with one of those agents as well. The third worst was Progressive, and I'm fairly shocked by this because Progressive has been doing a lot of good things. They're one of the more competitive ones right now when everybody's raising these rates 30+%. They're raising 10, 12, up to 15, so it's still going up, but not as drastically as everybody else. Honestly, it's a struggle to not shift everybody over to Progressive, but they are very tight with the type of business that they write. So if you have what's called a gray area, let's say you have 3 people that live in the house, but you only get quoted for yourself. When that agent asks you, are there any other drivers that live in the household, you need to be very clear because Progressive does not play games when it comes to false claims. Now, you may not understand that, which is why most people get frustrated and give these bad reviews, but they're not going to pay out on a claim that they specifically stated that they won't cover. That's unfortunately one of the things that almost everybody goes through, because if you read the 50-page paperwork that they give you, you're going to be so confused at the end that you won't even know what's what. That's why having the right agent, asking the right questions can be beneficial. Progressive also did rank 4th in the overall, so that was the home part. So their ASI product, which is weird because it's not called ASI, even though I think it's technically legally an ASI product. So I don't know why that's even there. But as overall, they're 4th in that risk. Although you've got to determine price versus service, what's the level? I think they've been improving a lot, and I'm not a Progressive fanboy, even though they are a product that I've loved for years, and actually in this channel have ranked as #1 a few years back. I think that their score of 791 is something that they need to improve upon. They are the 1st or 2nd largest insurer in the nation, so I can see where that kind of fights back and forth. The 4th for home is Auto Owners, and again, I'm shocked. Keep in mind, these are competitors to me. I think Auto Owners has been a great product. Maybe you guys can help me in the comments below if you've had Auto Owners. What are the issues you've found? Their survey does talk about how the length of repairs has caused a huge issue. And I think that might be where some of these companies that used to be some of the top companies have fallen so far down, is the fact that some of the repair times and the service times have been lacking. We've seen companies like USAA, now we're seeing Auto Owners, we've seen Progressive drop drastically, where their levels of service just can't keep up with the demand. One of the things is having all the people join you is hard to keep up with when you don't have enough service to take care of the person. On top of it, getting more people in the industry to work has been a lot more challenging than you would expect. Little secret, the overall for Auto Owners is actually in the top 5 for the overall. So seeing them at the lowest for home and the overall pretty high, that's what I'm talking about. We'll make another video that goes a little bit more into depth on the ones that are doing well versus us just talking about the ones that aren't doing so well. And the 5th ranked worst companies for claims is Safeco. I'm sad to see them here. They're actually the company that I'm insured with at the time, and their rates have gone drastically up. I think that's part of the reason that they're seeing that. Their auto has gone up a lot. Their home has gone up quite a bit. I think they've gone 14% in my state at least twice, and that's not something I'm happy with. I'm paying hundreds more than I was before. The thing about them is, and the only reason I've stayed with them is because they've been a good company. They're owned by Liberty Mutual, but they also have product packages that are just unmatchable. There's all of these extra benefits and these key features that they're giving that companies just don't offer. And having that ability, I've seen them go through claims, and claims have been great. It just depends on your situation. The other part that I think that we're noticing is Auto Owners, Progressive, Safeco, unless you went to Progressive Direct, and AAA. A lot of these companies, although AAA is like mostly online and partially through agents, but all of these companies are through agents. So having the wrong agent or the model, it still falls on the company. I'm not trying to say that they need to get out of this world of hurt. I think that they need to take responsibility for training the agents correctly or allowing them to write certain types of business. Part of the reason this industry is having so many rate increases is because the agents are willing to write anything and everything to make a sale. We've kind of leaned towards being more of a sales company than more of an insurance helpful agency company. Professional words, right? Who's this guy helping me? Now, those are the worst 5 in this category for the surveys. Although with the home, a lot of these companies are ranking over 840. That's the lowest. So they're doing decent with the claims part of it. They're just the lowest ranked out of the other companies. When you look at the overall satisfaction portion of it, that's where we're talking about the claims process and the satisfaction. None of these companies are doing amazing. Honestly, Safeco, when it comes to satisfaction, that's probably where that opinion that I just gave is coming true. They are actually ranked 50% or above for the satisfaction. So they're over 809 points for satisfaction. So the claims process is the part that people are frustrated with. Sounds like their service and they're being taken care of is there. It's likely the longevity of the claim that's happened. Once again, if you are shopping for either home or auto insurance, I'll put a link in the description below. If you're trying to find the best companies that were ranked for satisfaction and for claims, I'll link that video here. I'm Mark with Think Insurance. I'll see you in the next one.